Okay, so new iPhones, huh? The iPhone 16 just dropped, and you know what that means, right? Everyone's talking about it, but is it really all that? I mean, is it actually worth the hype?
Well, we've got a pretty good stack of reviews here, all hot off the press.
Yeah, we dove deep into some reviews from, let's see, we've got IGN, Tech Radar, First Post.
Oh, even news.com.au from down under.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, I mean, everyone's got their own take, but today we are going to try to get to the bottom of this. Is this new iPhone 16? Is it the real deal, or are they just, I don't know, blowing smoke?
Well, Apple is definitely trying to walk a fine line this time around, give you a taste of those pro features, but without that pro price tag.
Right, right. It's all about finding that balance, right?
Right.
So let's jump right in. First impressions. What are we thinking about the design? Two sizes again, the 6.1 and the 6.7-inch Plus.
Yeah, options are always good. I'm personally a fan of the Plus, but to each their own.
Yeah, definitely. Plus, both of them rocking that ceramic shield front cover.
That's crucial, right? Got to keep that screen protected.
Oh, absolutely. And this ultramarine, I am loving this new color. Have you seen this?
It is a very nice shade of blue. But hey, let's go beyond just looks.
Okay, yeah, let's talk tech.
So the display, right, they're using the Super Retina XDR OLED, which is top-notch. You're going to get amazing colors, really sharp details, but there's a bit of a but here.
Oh,
The standard iPhone 16, it's stuck with the 60 hertz refresh rate.
okay, so that's a little different from the Pro.
Exactly. The Pro's got that smooth 120 hertz, so scrolling and animations, they're going to be a bit more fluid.
I see. Do you think that's a deal breaker for most people, though, that refresh rate?
Hmm. It really depends on the user, I guess. Some folks, they might not even notice the difference, but if you're used to that super smooth 120, yeah, you might feel it.
Interesting. All right, well, let's get into the brains of this thing, the A18 Bionic chip. That's what they're packing in here. What's the word on that?
Speed, my friend. And efficiency. Apple really knocked it out of the park with this one.
So it's zippy, handles everything you throw at it, no problem.
Pretty much. Video editing, gaming, even just doom scrolling, this phone can take it.
That's good to hear. I mean, nobody wants a phone that lags, right?
Absolutely not. They really emphasize performance with this model. You're not getting the Pro label, but you're not really sacrificing much power either.
Now let's talk cameras. This is where I get excited. 48 megapixels on that main wide camera. That's got to be pretty sweet.
Oh, it is. We're talking incredibly detailed pictures here. You can crop, zoom, you name it, and the quality still holds up.
That's impressive. You know, I saw the thing called photographic styles. What is that all about?
Yeah. That's one of the coolest new features, honestly. They've basically tapped into, like, 200 years of photography history for this one.
What? Really? So how does that even work?
You can choose from these different presets that, kind of give your photos that classic film look.
Oh, so like old school vibes, like black and white film or something.
Exactly. Or, like those warm tones you get from vintage film.
That's actually really neat. It's like having those old school filters built right in.
Yeah, and you can tweak them too, personalize them, make your own signature style.
I love that. It'd be really cool to capture those like, you know, black and white landscape shots. Super dramatic.
Absolutely. And you still got the 12MP ultra-wide lens for those sweeping panoramas.
Right, right. Although no fancy zoom like the Pro.
True, true. That's still a Pro exclusive.
But honestly, I think for most people, this camera setup is more than enough, right?
I think so, yeah. And hey, did you see the battery test results?
Oh, yeah. IGN put it through the ringer. Streaming a movie at full brightness for almost 2 hours and only use 10% of the battery.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's seriously impressive. You can probably go a full day, no problem, even with heavy use. Scrolling, taking pictures, watching videos.
That's a big win in my book.
Uh,
Okay, what else? What else? Oh, this is cool. They brought the action button down from the Pro models. You know, that customizable button.
oh, yeah, that's a great addition. Super convenient. A single click, and you can do all sorts of things.
I loved that feature on the Pro. I'm glad they brought it down to the regular 16.
It makes a lot of sense. And they also added a new camera control button. Gives you quick access to camera functions.
Oh, interesting. Where is that located?
It's a little awkwardly placed, to be honest. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it yet. You'd have to try it out in person to see.
Yeah, I'll have to reserve judgment until I can hold the phone and see how it feels.
Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. USB-C. Finally.
It's here! Finally!
People have been clamoring for this for ages. But there's a caveat, right?
Yeah, it's limited to USB 2.0 speeds.
Ah, so that means slower data transfer.
Compared to the Pro, yeah.
Hmm.
Those have the Thunderbolt speeds, so much faster for big files.
Okay, so for someone transferring, like, huge videos, it's going to be noticeably slower.
Yeah, you might feel that difference. But for day-to-day stuff, probably not a big deal.
Right, right. Okay, one more thing that caught my eye, no more SIM card slot.
Yeah, the iPhone 16 is eSIM only.
Wow, so they really went all in on that. I wonder how that will work out for people, especially international travelers. It's definitely something to think about. eSIM adoption is still a bit spotty around the world. Some carriers, they might not support eSIM at all.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So do your research before you chuck that old SIM card, right?
Exactly. Especially if you travel frequently, check with your carrier about their eSIM support, just to be safe.
Good advice. Okay, so let's summarize here. iPhone 16 seems like a pretty solid phone overall, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely a worthy upgrade for a lot of people, I think. That A18 chip is no joke. The camera is fantastic, and we've got those cool photographic styles. Plus, they brought the action button down from the Pro, which is a big plus.
I agree, though you are making a couple of compromises. That refresh rate and the data transfer speeds, those are things to consider.
True, true.
So big question for our listeners, what are you thinking? Upgrade to the iPhone 16? Hold out for the Pro? Or maybe stick with what you got for now?
It's a personal decision, really. It all depends on your needs, your priorities, and of course, your budget.
Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, that's about it for this deep dive.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. Until next time.